Hey, it's Honey. Welcome to a new video. Today I have a total of 3 LPS packages to open, which I'm combining in today's video for a little haul. I'm very excited to open these packages because they're all from Australian sellers and they were all relatively cheap, which I was very happy about because we all know it is getting increasingly harder to find cheap LPS. All 3 of the sellers I bought from are also still selling other LPS, so I will be leaving all 3 of them in the description down below if you want to check them out for yourselves, browse the LPS they have for sale, and maybe pick up some of your own. I also want to say a quick thank you to the really awesome and positive response you guys have given me on my repainting and restoration video. I'm going to start working on the next episode for that really soon, so thank you so much. I'm so glad you guys enjoyed just seeing me restore some of my LPS, and I can't wait to do bigger restorations as well. But let's get on to today's haul and take a look at the pets I recently bought. So behind me is our 3 packages. We have this box, this package, and then a very small third baggie underneath. This box and this bag have multiple LPS pet shops in them, and the small baggie only has one, so I thought I'd just combine them all together for a haul video. And I'm actually going to start this off by opening the smallest package first with our 1 LPS inside. So this particular seller I have bought from before in the past, and I feel like they're pretty well known if you're an Australian collector and you buy a lot of LPS on eBay. I've always had an overall positive experience with them, though I will say they can overcharge on certain LPS. So if you're looking to buy from this particular seller, definitely kind of shop around a bit and don't be afraid to offer lower than the price they've listed, because that's what I did with this LPS. Pretty much every time I've bought from this seller, I have offered them a lower price than what the pet is listed for. You can't fault them on their packaging either. This guy is sealed tight. So they did include a little sticker sheet as an extra, and these are actually the same kind of stickers I got from Pink Paw LPS on Etsy, so that's very interesting. A lot of sellers must get these. And then we have our pet, and if you've been following me talking about my mod LPS, you will know that this is the final mod pet I needed. Here he is. So this is the Grooviest Owl, part of the mod pet collection, and the last mod LPS pet shop I needed to complete that collection, and I am so happy to finally get him. He seems in really good condition. The head and the body seems to be a little discolored, but I'm honestly not that fussed about it because this is a pretty easy to get mod pet, and like I said, I did offer the seller less than what they were originally selling it for. The heads on these pets are always quite stiff as well, and they don't really bobble, but that's to be expected with the mod pets. And I can't see any major issues with him, so I'm just super happy to finally have completed my mod pet collection. I will be doing a full showcase of them as part of my collection series, so please look forward to that because this was the last little guy I needed. And he looks really cool, and I'm really happy to finally get him. I've definitely been putting off getting him because, like I mentioned, he is the easiest and cheapest of the mod pets to find, at least in my experience. But I just kind of put off getting him for a while, so really happy to finally complete that part of my collection. Moving on to our second package. This one here has 2 listings that I bought from the same seller, and I really like this seller because all of their listings that I have seen have been really cheap and reasonable for LPS prices. At the time of recording, they are still selling LPS, so like I said, link in the description. I do recommend them. Obviously, I haven't seen the pets yet, so hopefully they're all good, but they looked in really great condition from the listing photos, so I'm very excited to open this package up and actually see what they're like. We love eBay sellers that sell in bulk for cheap prices on this channel. We always have and we always will. Did someone say fairies and danglers? Yes, I am a fairy fiend, a fairy goblin if you will, and I will not stop buying them. Okay, I've been a fairy lover since day one. I remember the competitions online that you could enter to name them, okay? I am a avid supporter of Fairies, at least the first wave of them. So this is the first lot I bought from them. It is a bunch of Fairies, and it was really, really cheap. And then I also got this second little mini lot. I think it was like $10 or something. And it has these 4 Dangler Pets, or like capsule toy pets. I'll talk about these in a moment, but right now I want to focus on the main part of this package. Be free, my children. LpsHoney, try not to buy this pet 10 times challenge. I do love this LPS, and it is the perfect base for so many customs, so you know I see him, I gotta get him. I really, really freaking want the blue version of him. I feel like this orange version is so easy to get, but the blue one's a little harder and a little more expensive, and I want to get my grubby little hands on him. But such a cute pet, love him. Also, looking at him all over, condition is looking amazing. Next we have this fairy. This was actually my favorite fairy growing up. I didn't have him, I had the pink version, and then a few years later I did eventually get this one because I believe this was sold as a single with like the little fairies, and the pink one was sold in like a 3-pack. But I loved this one mainly because it just looks like a lion. His condition's pretty good. He looks like he got slimed on his cheek, but other than that, he's looking really nice. We have this little gremlin of a fairy, a middle-aged white mom. I have a love-hate relationship with this fairy. I think it's cute, but I also look at it and I'm like, her name is like Maureen, and she's like 42, shopping at the grocery store, you know, just getting in my way, like move please. But I will say Maureen here has been nominated to be the base for a custom I am going to be doing soon. Very, very exciting. I'll give you guys a hint. Boom, there's your hint. Wow. But yes, I'm very excited to make a custom with this little gal because I do already have this one, and I have plans for her. Next is this fairy, and I've never had this fairy before, and I think she is so adorable. And I was looking at her and I'm like, wow, she's so cute. And then I realized there was a second one in this lot. And then I realized this one's missing its tongue. So this is what she's normally meant to look like in her face. Very adorable, very cute. Ignore her little beauty mark there, but everything else is painted how it should be. But then I also got this one, who they just forgot to paint her tongue. So that's pretty cool, I guess, like a little factory error. I didn't even realize this lot came with 2 of this pet, let alone one that was actually missing part of its detailing. But this pet is freaking adorable. I'm not the biggest fan of the wings, just because they're kind of like back rather than out, but the pet itself is so cute. Like the head mold is adorable. You guys cannot lie, like some of these fairies were so freaking cute and underrated, and they needed more time to shine. Hasbro really cooked up something great with these fairies and then immediately released wave 3 and just like ruined their reputation. The fairies deserve better. But yes, this pet's adorable. Everything else about this one with its tongue missing is identical. It's legit just the tongue they forgot, so that's pretty cool, I guess. Next is this little orange fairy. Very freaking cute. I feel like if you cut this one's wings off, it could just look like a normal LPS, like a little dog breed or something. Really unique, beautiful colors on this one as well. I think there's another color variation of this specific mold. I could be wrong because I don't own all the fairies, but this one's really cute. I don't know if I have a double of this one or not. I'm gonna have to check, but if I do, I would love to use this as a custom base. Next is this fairy. This one I kind of am like on the fence about, just because his ears. I feel like if he had like wider ears, I would be more into it, but there's just something about him that's a little off. Sorry, sir, but that's just how I feel. He kind of reminds me of a little lamb. So like a lamb fairy. He's still cute, don't get me wrong, but sometimes I look at him and I'm like, eh. But again, the condition of these fairies is just perfect, so I'm very, very happy so far. Next up we have a sparkle fairy. Oh, I love these. This is just like the yellow fairy I showed earlier. It has like a sparkle detail. That one was a bow, this one is its ears, and it's perfect. Sometimes I look at Sparkle LPS and I'm like, why did you put the sparkles there? But this one, it's perfect placement. Like I couldn't have done it any better myself. So I love this fairy. This one really looks like a fairy. Like if I had to make an LPS fairy, it would look like this. You know what I mean? Some fairies look like animals, and then some fairies look like fairies. You get what I'm saying? I don't know if that makes sense, but she's gorgeous and I love her. And our last fairy is this one. Now this is where they lose me a little. The other fairies, love them. You know, they all go together so well. This one, yeah. In my head, there are two types of fairies. The OG fairies that are beautiful, amazing, perfect designs. And then the newer age fairies that have the cheap plastic like paper wings. And I feel like this fairy here is in the middle. It's like a transitional fairy because it doesn't have the cheap wings, like it's full on plastic wings, but it also is just a bit odd looking. Like there's just something about it. Like it could have been great, but they just missed the mark by a fraction. I truly think it's the body that throws this fairy off because the wings are cool. They're kind of like water themed. The head's pretty cute. I like the little antennas and everything. Like all that is really adorable, you know, even looking at it from behind. Very, very cute. But then you have this body and it just looks like a pole. You know when you stand a cat up and it's just one length and he just looks like a noodle? That's what this fairy's body looks like. The face is cute, so she's kind of getting me there. I think this fairy was also sold as part of a playset, so I'm very happy to have gotten it without having to like drop a bunch of money to get her with the playset, because I really don't care about the playset that much. So that's really cool. So that's all the fairies I got in this package. Really freaking happy with them. Some of them have a little mark here or there that I can clean up, but overall no major issues, and they all seemed like they were really well taken care of, so love that. And then also from this seller we have some Dangler Pets. Now these were sold either as keychains or in the little capsule ball machines in shopping centers. They're just kind of like little collectible items. They're not like official Littlest Pet Shop figurines because they're made out of a different plastic. You know, they're made to like hang off your keys or your phone and stuff like that. But I really like them. I remember getting some when I was little, like in the shopping center. I don't have them anymore, unfortunately. I don't know what I did with them. So these do hold some nostalgia for me. The specific one I had was a pink cat. I'll try and find a photo of it, but that's the one I remember getting. I really wish I knew what happened to her though, because I definitely do not have her in my collection anymore. But I got 4 in total. So the first one's this bunny, and you can see they have a little hole on their head, and that's where the keychain part is meant to be inserted. So you can technically like make these into keychains yourself if you wanted. Or just keep them as little figurines, which is what I'm going to do. This one needs a little bit of a cleanup, but it doesn't look like anything major. And for anyone wondering about size comparison, here it is next to a regular G2 pet. I also got this little piggy. This one's really cute and in very good condition. And I don't know if I mentioned it, but pretty much all of the Dangler Pets are inspired by real Littlest Pet Shops, so the designs will probably look very familiar. Also, this little sheepdog, this one has some chipping, and I actually do own this one already, so maybe I can fix it up or do like a little mini custom with it. That's kind of tempting actually. And then lastly is this sheepdog. Now this one is more like an actual figurine and not just a keychain. It doesn't have the hole on top, and it is slightly bigger, so I feel like this one's made more for display rather than having it as a charm. If you compare it to the other sheepdog, you can see that this one is slightly bigger. Still not as big as an actual LPS, but it's pretty cool to have this in-between size. I feel like these would work better like on your desk, you know, under your computer screen or something as little desk trinkets. That's probably where mine's gonna end up anyway. Moving on to our final package for this haul. This is the package I am the most nervous about, and that's because of the seller. From what I could see, the seller hasn't done anything bad or anything like that. Like, it's not I'm worried about getting scammed or anything. It's more so I'm worried about the condition of the pets, because this particular seller sells a lot of bad condition LPS, which is fine because a lot of them are cheaper and that's great. But the ones I purchased, I tried to purchase like some of their better condition LPS, and I'm really hoping that they are in okay condition. And it's completely fine, by the way, that they're selling bad condition LPS, because they are being transparent about it. Like the photos give you a lot of details, the description, etc. But I just want the ones I purchased to be okay, because they looked okay from the photos, but you can never be too sure. So you guys are gonna hold my hand while I open this, because I think I picked some good condition ones, but we're gonna find out together. Okay, packaging looking good, well secured. The goods have been received. Little spoiler, but there's an invoice, so they actually took the time to get the pets I wanted, because a lot of their listings are like choose your own pet, so they have a bunch of options in one listing, if that makes sense. So let's see what we're working with. Pray for me. Oh, they're just in here. Okay, I believe, guys. I believe good things can happen. This is a good haul. Let me in, guys. They're good condition. Yes. Yeah, I apologize. Okay, starting us off, we're back on the fairy grind. So this pet here, I don't even know what set it was sold in, truth be told, but I really liked its colors. It's like an autumn fairy, and the condition, amazing. I'm very, very happy. Like I said, they are very transparent on their eBay listings. You can definitely see which ones are good condition and which ones aren't, but you just never know. So I am very happy that these ones look great. And this is actually a fairy mold that I didn't get in the other fairy package, so that's really cool. Also, I love that her little antennae are like wood, like a branch with a flower on the end. That's so freaking cool. Basic Fawn, can you bring back fairies? Thanks, love you. Another one. Call me DJ Khaled the way I'm stacking these fairies up. But this is the other color version of this fairy here. This one is a bit of a gross pink, but I do want to get more fairies, so I wanted to get her. She was very cheap and in really good condition. She has like grapes for a tail. That's interesting. But here she is. Next up, this is a G2 angelfish. This was released like in between G3 and G2 when people complained about them, so they bought the bobbleheads back for like a little bit and then took them away again. But I never saw this fish in stores, so I'm very happy to get it now. I think it's very, very beautiful. The colors, it's very pretty, and I really like the angelfish. I think it's probably my favorite fish mold out of all the different fish we have. I do like the little guppies, but this one just has so much range that you can do with the tail because it's so big. So I think she's really, really pretty. My son. So I got another one of these bull terriers, the diary bull terrier. I love him, and for a white pet, he looks crisp. He looks clean. I do have this bull terrier, but it is my favorite mold, and I specifically love this design in general. I even have a magnet of him from LPS Con, and I wanted to get another because I saw someone mention on their story that they have never seen a custom of this design on a standing bull terrier body. And that got me thinking, I kind of want to make that. I don't remember who said it, so if anybody knows, let me know in the comments down below so I can actually like credit them. But I really want to make a standing bull terrier custom using this head, like, and the body design. So look out for that custom in the future because I'm very excited to make it, and we all know I love a good bull terrier. And then the last pet from this haul is this little cappuccino colored pup here. He is freaking adorable. I really like this mold. I am now only missing one, and it is the Dalmatian with purple eyes. So hopefully I can get that in the future, but right now I'm super, super happy to get this one. I think the, what's it called? Gradient on the body is so well done. So, so, so pretty. I will say his head feels a little loose, so maybe something's like snapped in the head mechanism. It's not too bad, like I can't hear it rattling or anything, so I'm not too worried about that. But I'm super, super happy to get this pet. I really love this mold. It's very underrated. It's very common, like you see this mold in a lot of people's collections, but no one really takes the time to appreciate him, so I am an avid fan of this pet. This mold in general, I just feel like is old school LPS, like the beginning of G2 is encapsulated with this specific mold, and I think that's another reason I love it so much, because it is so like classic Littlest Pet Shop. So I cannot wait to hopefully one day get the Dalmatian with the purple eyes and complete this mold. But after getting this little guy, I'm one step closer to achieving that, and I'm a very happy chappy with this pet. And that is all the LPS I got in today's haul. Look at this haul of pets. Is this not just beautiful? Like, this could be a desktop background. Even zoomed out, like it's just so aesthetically pleasing. All these different colors. Oh, I love it. I love LPS, guys. So that was everything in today's haul. I can confidently say I am really pleased with everything I got. Like I mentioned before, links to all three sellers will be in the description down below. Even though LPS prices are getting incredibly excruciating, one thing that will always pull through is an LPS eBay seller from Australia. There may be some overpriced pets here and there, but overall, LPS eBay sellers from Australia pull through. Let me know what you guys thought of these pets in the comments down below. I cannot wait to use some of these for customs and add the rest to my collection, as it is ever growing. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed, like always, please don't forget to like, comment, and of course subscribe. And I will see you next time with a new video. Until then, bye guys! Woo!